And the BaconBit is
now
disappointing.
This is?
Well, the
Generally?
Oscars are disappointing. Hey, everyone. Welcome to our Oscars wrap-up this year.
Yes, the 95th Academy Awards have ended.
I think everyone's like, oh, they did? Okay, that's fine.
It was a very... I didn't watch it. I watched the very end. But for the most part, it seemed like a pretty
I watched the whole
standard fare. Like they
Open
really
to
were
close.
going low risks.
it was pretty tame and chill and not a lot memorable
Which
going on.
I think the viewers, the ones, and I'm sure Joel has some ratings numbers, I think they were a bit disappointed because last year happened. And everyone's like, oh, live TV. Let's see what happens. Oh, nothing?
Yes.
Quick recap on what happened last year. Will Smith slapped a guy.
Slapped Chris Rock while he was presenting on stage at the Academy Awards.
And you would not know that would at all that happened, other than the fact that Jimmy Kimmel would not stop mentioning it.
Yeah.
You guys said that's plenty of jokes about that, and I was like, I've seen none, but I didn't turn on until right to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, you also didn't turn it on until the end when you're like, oh, they're not really making any political jokes. And then for the rest of the show, they did.
Yeah, I was on Twitter.
Way to go, Joel.
I was going to say I wasn't watching. I was just kind of keeping up on Twitter and keeping our ballot, our official Oscar ballot, which we will be announcing the winner at the end of this BaconBit.
Perfect. For us and for the listener.
For us and for the listener.
Don't skip. Don't skip ahead.
Don't skip ahead. But
We're just going to randomly put it in there.
in regard to numbers, the Academy Awards, this one scored 18.7 million viewers, which was 12% increase from last year.
There was I think it was a
But it's
Deadline
still
article.
the third lowest ceremony.
The Deadline
in history.
article of Variety said Oscar ratings soar to third lowest of all time.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it's weird how different organizations spin it too.
Yeah.
Like huge surge, and I'm like, it's not that huge. A couple other facts real quick here. Everything Everywhere All at Once had 11 nominations and won 7 of those.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive. It's that last film to do that was Gravity in 2013. And
I'm pretty sure All Quiet on the Western Front had 3 nominations, but won 17.
yeah, that's what it feels like.
That's what it felt like.
I think they
Bom,
won 3. They won 4 awards, and The Whale won 2, and those are the kind of the ones that doubled up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that would give a spoiler right there. I'm not gonna. I mean, people know, right?
The Whale won 2?
The Whale won 2 awards.
I don't know what the second one was. Oh, makeup and costume. Okay.
So many
yeah.
movies got shut out, and we're
Yeah.
going to talk about this, but I think it becomes quite boring.
But that's the case with most Oscars. Is one just kind of runs away with it?
Yeah.
and it's kind of like, oh, okay, it's just going to win everything. All right.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I said to you guys on the chat that the more that Everything Everywhere All at Once won, the less I liked it. I kept
Totally.
being like, really?
You're like, Kent, I think I'm becoming you.
Yeah, I
It's
did.
being talked about a lot. I'm like, yeah, I'm becoming me.
Yeah.
I don't care for this.
But Kent will be happy to hear that A24 won 9 awards,
Zach and I were talking about this. I think I'm done.
more than any other studio or distributor.
It's not cool anymore. They're not an indie studio anymore when they just clean sweep everything like this.
Yeah.
They're the new Miramax.
Yeah.
Yeah. They won 7 of the 8 top awards. The only one they missed out on was Best Adapted Screenplay.
Which
So-
went to, I'm trying to remember.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Okay, we'll get there. All right.
Yeah. Also, apparently, and I kind of knew this, but I didn't really know this, they paused in the middle of the ceremony to show a trailer for Little Mermaid.
What was that?
They paused. Yeah, that was really strange. And then they also did a trailer for Warner Brothers.
Yeah, they did a 100th anniversary of Warner Brothers. Morgan Freeman and Margot Robbie presented it. I did find out, however, that wasn't shown in the theater at all. The trailer and the video.
Oh, really?
That's what it said. Is that was only for the broadcast. not
Okay.
for the
And
one
that
in the
makes sense.
theater.
Because, ABC owns Disney, or vice versa, I should say.
Disney owns ABC,
And so, showing the Little Mermaid trailer was like, it was super lame, but I'm like, I get it. And then I was like, is this equal opportunity for Warner Brothers? Like, what's going on?
Also bizarre was during that broadcast, I got an email from Walt Disney Pictures saying, hey, you want to check out this Little Mermaid trailer? They're marketing it in a very strange way already.
Yeah, and it's being blown up. Like, people are hating on this trailer.
Zach isn't. I commented how much I didn't like the trailer, and Zach said that's not nice.
No, you said it's terrible.
I said
and
I
I said
said it
I
looks
disagree.
terrible.
It's not for 3 40-year-old white
But then you
guys.
firebombed my house.
It's true. You deserved it.
Just like everyone else on Twitter.
Many googly eyes.
Yeah. But like I said, I didn't watch it. Do you guys have thoughts on the ceremony?
Well, did you get my anxiety? Because I didn't start watching it until about 45 minutes in. And I'm like, how are you guys watching it? I don't have access to anything because I
Yeah.
canceled YouTube TV.
Yeah.
I was watching it on YouTube TV.
Yeah, that's what I watched it on.
And I was like, oh, no, I paid. Well, I got a free trial. But I forget what service it was.
Tubi?
Like probably Pluto or Fubo.
Fubo?
Freebo,
Something
whatever. Furby. Furby Plus, and I paid, well, it would have been $90 had I let it go past the 7 days. Right after the broadcast, cancel free trial.
Good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah. And was it worth watching? I thought it would be for the relevant stuff. No, Twitter would have been a good indicator of who won what award.
Yeah, and that's what I really was on Twitter, and I just kind of check occasionally, like, oh, here's 7 tweets about who won this Academy Award.
And you generally get to see their speeches on Twitter as well.
I saw a couple of them, yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
I cried 3 times in this broadcast.
Did you?
I did.
In memoriam?
No.
No.
Oh, no?
Yes, a little bit. Olivia Newton-John.
Oh, that was touching.
Yeah, actually,
When John Travolta...
because none of us really like him as a presenter.
No.
But then there was that special
Connection.
Yeah, I was specifically,
devoted.
we were live texting at that point.
Yeah.
And I was like, why? This is the worst teleprompter reader in the world. And then
you
when
just got quiet.
When he said hopelessly devoted, and I'm like, oh no, I forgot.
And
then she was-
Kirstie Alley as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was
Oh,
both of
yeah.
them.
I didn't realize that till just now.
Look
Yeah.
who's not talking anymore.
Oh, jeez, Zach.
Not soon enough. Wait, real quick, you teared up 3 times?
I did it 3 times.
Okay, go on.
Best supporting actor. Best,
that was a good one.
Best actor.
Okay.
Best supporting actress.
I didn't watch Jamie Lee Curtis, her speech.
She just thanked her parents.
Okay.
Okay, there seemed to be a lot of parent thanking in the
yeah.
speeches, which I was like, hey, yeah,
Hey,
that's great.
I'll just go into it. Because we had so many first-time winners, I really, really appreciated this year as far as the speeches went.
Yeah.
I never really care, but this one was so much of it was a breath of fresh air. I didn't hear Frances McDormand bullying me about
Because she's won so many times.
writers?
industry things. I'm
She's
I
like,
don't know
now
what's
that
going
I'm
on.
here for the 10th time, let me talk about this.
Joaquin Phoenix isn't telling me about milk.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know, I none of the usual fare. It was like,
They saved
we'll
it
get
for,
into it.
They saved it for back when they're talking to the reporters.
Yeah, Ki-Wei Kwan looking dead into the camera and saying, "Mom, I won an Oscar."
That was cute.
And saying, "Follow your dreams. I didn't give up on my dreams. Don't give up on yours." I'm like, well, that's great.
Yeah.
They'll be playing that in Oscar montages for the rest of time.
Oh, yeah. That was great.
So I think there were some specifically energetic and interesting moments.
And like we said, I was like, okay, from what I'm seeing on Twitter, this hasn't been a very political thing. And then I turn it on, there's like 3 or 4 things in a row where it's just like political statement, political opinion, you're an idiot if you don't believe this way. And I'm like, ugh.
Zach, I only cried once during the entire show, and that was when I realized that going with my heart on any vote was the wrong choice.
Ooh, yeah, you didn't do so well.
Okay, so let's start it up.
Well, before.
Yes.
As you know, I like to look at what the gift bags, what was in the gift bags
go
to
on.
give to the
Yeah.
people in the Oscars, because they give it to the major directing and acting nominees. It doesn't go to everyone, I found out.
Presenters and stuff too, right?
I think presenters may get it too, but this is mostly for the acting and directing nominees. But here are just some things that were in there. 3 nights for the nominee and up to 7 friends at a fancy lighthouse in Italy. 3 nights at a private estate in Ottawa, Canada. A curated gift set of gourmet hand-harvested dates from Saudi Arabia. A plot of land in Australia.
What?
Yep. A chocolate box with a personalized video embedded inside. Plant-powered first aid products.
Okay.
Edible massage oil. A travel pillow from PETA that said "Stop Monkey Imports to Labs," which, who doesn't want a pillow that says that? Chocolate-covered pretzels, luxury skincare, and flip-flops and colorful luggage. So that's what they got.
That's basically what we got you for your birthday,
Yeah,
right?
pretty much.
Yeah.
But these are 6-figure bags. Like these are hundreds of thousands of dollars they're putting into these bags. And I looked at what they got, and I'm like, that's got to be the weirdest thing to just get that and be like, what am I going to do with this plot of land in Australia? I don't know.
Weird.
Apparently, it's a conservation thing. They do it
Okay.
so, like, hey, you own this piece of land, so now it can't be built on if you choose not to.
It's part of the 90% of the country that's desert.
Exactly.
Have fun.
Exactly. So there you go. That's just little fun facts. And looking at our spread of points from our listener, we had the highest being around 19 points.
Out of 23?
Out of 23.
Okay.
And the lowest being around 5. That's kind of the range we were going with here.
Oh,
That's what
sorry,
Ken got
guys.
this year, huh?
But the average,
pretty much.
the average person has average and median. I never remember which one's which, but average is about 13.79. So,
Okay.
good job to everyone. You're doing. This
is a tough year,
It's
I
above
think.
average. It's above halfway.
Yeah.
But let's jump into these. Shall
Okay,
we?
let's do it. Lightning rounds.
Lightning rounds for each of these categories, just
Okay.
because everyone can look these up online. We're just going to give little thoughts and feelings about each
We'll
one.
go in the same order that we did on our show, which is
Yes.
not the order of the broadcast. It was kind of
They switch it up every year.
it was like the show started with animated feature. I
Yeah.
thought that was bizarre. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll go in the order we spoke about it on our episode, starting with actress in a supporting role.
We all picked Angela Bassett.
She
to
didn't do the thing.
All three of us did, and we were wrong.
Yeah.
Yes.
As was most of the listener.
And she's catching a lot of flack online, and she shouldn't be, because she didn't immediately jump up and start clapping for Jamie Lee
Right.
Curtis. She looked a little disappointed, and people are roasting her for it. And
Really?
she just did not win the biggest honor of her profession and potentially her life.
Yeah.
And she's
When it was kind of a lock for her.
she's kind of disappointed.
Yeah.
And also the what's her name from Banshees of Inisherin?
Yeah,
she
Carrie
was
Condon.
the next most likely, and
Yeah.
she also lost, and she also didn't look
During the
super
show, I
thrilled.
said it would be silly to consider Jamie Lee Curtis as a winner.
Yeah.
it's a legacy
because her
award.
role
yeah.
is literally silly in
Yeah, it's
that
silly.
movie.
Yeah.
But Jamie Lee Curtis was the winner for Everything Everywhere All at Once in Actress in a Supporting Role.
We have actor in a supporting role.
We all picked Ki Hui Kwan, and it was Short Round.
Yeah.
I'm
Short Round
so
took it.
happy. for
Data,
that.
So happy.
Data
Although-
took it.
Although my wife made me laugh the whole night because she couldn't quite get it straight, and she called him short stack, and I said, "Those are pancakes." Which, by the way, now I'm hungry.
Yeah,
It was
I'm
great.
hungry now
It
too.
was great.
Why does the term short stack make me so hungry too?
Because pancakes, man.
Pancakes are so good.
Yummy.
A writing original screenplay.
So the original screenplay, Zach, you and I said Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Kent went with Banshees of Inisherin.
I love both movies, but I was like, I want to give something to Banshees. I want to give something to them.
The Academy didn't.
No, they didn't. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Shut out.
Yeah.
But yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once won. You're going to hear that a lot this round. But so Zach and I got that correct.
So they brought the donkey from Ireland for no reason, huh?
Was that really
No, it wasn't.
Jenny the donkey?
No.
It couldn't have been, right?
No. It's a room full of actors, Joel.
That's true.
Writing adapted screenplay.
All three of us said women talking, and all three of us men were right.
Men voting.
Men
We're
voting, women winning.
we're renaming the podcast Men Talking.
Yes.
Which is the name of every.
But the majority, I
Well
think
played,
the
sir.
majority of our listener also voted for women talking, and I truly believe it's because of our compelling arguments.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because who knew that movie existed before they listened to that BaconBit or Bacon episode?
In looking at the numbers, we already went past the category, but the biggest upset as far as our listener as well was actress in a supporting role.
Yeah.
I believe only 2 out of our submissions
Wow.
actually got it correct.
72% voted for Angela Bassett.
Wow.
Almost 73% voted for Angela Bassett.
Okay.
And they were wrong.
Next up in the category featuring movies you've actually seen is visual effects.
Yes. All three of us said Avatar Way of Water. 75, almost 76% of the listeners said Avatar Way of the Water, and it was Avatar Way of the Water.
Joel, be grateful that you missed this part of the presentation because Elizabeth Banks, who directed Cocaine Bear,
Yes.
got up there, and the gag was Cocaine Bear was presenting with her, and it was not funny whatsoever.
It got better when the Cocaine Bear went and mauled Malala.
By better, you mean worse, right?
Yeah. It was horrifying.
I heard about that no one liked that Malala was being picked on.
Not
Yeah.
at all.
Malala. I said it wrong.
Because she doesn't really understand the levity of the night. I don't think she's really just there to be like, even to Jimmy Kimmel's wannabe joke.
Yeah.
He's like, you gonna start a beef with this person? I only talk about peace. And then Cocaine Bear went up and he was like, rah, rah, like go away.
That is awkward.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if you guys heard, but the winner of this, the guy who won the award for visual effects for Avatar Way of Water, actually, shortly after getting his award, went to the hospital.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, he had was it heart palpitations or something? Like something wasn't right, and he had to go to the hospital. He's okay, from what I understand. But
Wow.
Is he
got
feeling
rushed there.
Oh, come on.
Too soon.
Next, a category that also has movies you tend to have seen is sound.
Yes, all three of us said Top Gun Maverick. 76% of the listeners said Top Gun Maverick, and it was Top Gun
Thank
Maverick. was the
goodness
winner.
that movie won something.
Academy Award winner, Top Gun Maverick.
Should have been Best Picture winner. Just saying.
You think so?
Yeah. I think it would have blown everyone away. People would have been upset, but in the end, it would have been the right choice.
It would have been mocked.
Save it for our last show.
Okay.
It's the same argument I have for La La Land. The fact that it didn't win makes it more likable.
Okay.
If it would have won, people would have been mocking that forever. It would have
That's
been
true.
Crash all over again.
Green
Sure.
Book.
Yeah, I guess
Moonlight.
so.
Yeah.
Which I don't hate Crash as much as everyone else does. Okay, moving on.
Music, original score.
I said All Quiet on the Western Front.
You did.
How?
You
Because
two-
people were very upset because those 3 notes, bomb, bomb, bomb. Babylon was the clear choice.
Well, you two chose Babylon.
Yeah.
And I was the winner. And
You shouldn't have been.
I was shocked that.
But that's my research just pointed me that way. Even though during the movie, like I said, I didn't notice the score except
Right.
for those 3 electronic notes. When the
yeah,
bad
I was
guys
shocked
arrived.
that Discount Trent Reznor won.
But that listening to that score again, though, that probably was. I don't want
No,
to say
it
my
felt
favorite.
like the villain won so many awards because they played those same notes every time they won. Oh, I got.
I was
going to
say only. Well, actually, most of our listener, 33%, chose Babylon with you two.
Okay.
But only 30% went with me. And thank you, 30%, because you were right.
Short film, live action.
I said Le Pupille, and you two said Irish Goodbye, and Irish Goodbye won.
Yes.
That was the one I wanted to see the most out of all these, and I actually watched Le Pupille and was not impressed, but I already voted for it. But 45% of our listener went with you two, and
It was a sweet moment because the main actor, he has Down syndrome, and it was his birthday.
And they sing Happy
sing Happy Birthday to him.
It was very sweet.
Oh, that was it. That was another cry moment.
Right?
It was great.
Yeah.
Short film, animated.
we all three said The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse.
Which you had seen, we had not, so we guessed.
The animation is stunning.
It is really beautiful. But like I said, they speak in fortune cookies the whole time. They don't really talk. But 54% of the listener also agree with us, and we were all right because The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse won.
Documentary, short subject.
Well, we were all split on this one.
We were.
Because
So-
we didn't know anything
I
about
said
them.
Elephant Whispers, which I did end up watching. It was cute.
Oh, you
was
did?
It cute? Yeah, it was good. Yeah,
I said Stranger at the Gate, which feels compelling to me.
I said, how do you measure a year? Because it sounded like a Rent song.
Yeah.
and also it's the one with the father and daughter, which I want to see that one as well. But the winner was me and Elephant Whispers.
I don't like the trajectory of this.
Me. Yeah, but and then
I think at this point I kind of give up. I'm like, good job, guys. Good job. I'll just back away slowly.
42% of the listener actually agreed with me here, and so they all got it right.
Okay.
Good job.
We have documentary feature.
Zach, you and I said Navalny, and Kent, you went with Fire of Love.
The only one I'd seen.
which I watched Fire of Love after. Good documentary.
Yeah.
Not great, but
Yeah.
good. Not Academy Award winner because it went to Navalny. Because
Navalny seemed like one of
everyone
those
hates Putin.
relevant time period. Like it,
Yeah.
it is very
it won
now.
because of the now.
Yeah.
But 63% agree with Zach and I, and we all got it right.
Okay.
Except for Kent.
We all, except for me.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Next, production design.
So all three of us went with Babylon on this one, as did 54% of the listener went with this
I'm
one.
guessing none of the 54 have seen that movie.
No.
Or you guys.
But we all lost.
I've seen parts of that movie.
Yeah.
We all lost because All Quiet on the Western Front won. And only 15% of the listener chose that.
It is, listen, it's low rent 1917.
I'm wondering, though, like with All Quiet on the Western Front, it's been done.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
What did that movie do to deserve that award more than Wonder Woman?
Do you know
for
what it is?
example,
It's so
or
anti-war.
1917, for example.
No, it's and the story is interesting because these are Germans in World War I, right? And it's so anti-war, but it shows a lot of war. And it's a sad movie. It's really depressing, and I think they love it.
Seem much more than any other World War I movie.
You know what's crazy?
Trench warfare.
Netflix released this movie, and it's their most awarded movie, and they've paid hundreds of millions for like The Irishman and those type of movies. This is their most awarded movie.
Wow.
And they kind of just, yeah, we'll throw it out there.
Germany did it.
Yeah.
Now it's makeup and hairstyling.
We all said The Whale. 52% of the listeners said The Whale, and it was The Whale.
All right.
Shout out to the 3% of people who said The Batman.
Aw.
Good
I
try.
respect them. I like that.
Yeah.
Now costume design.
Should have been Elvis.
Kent and I both said Elvis.
Yeah.
Zach said Wakanda Forever. 61% of the listeners said Elvis. Only 30% said Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever.
And Wakanda Forever won.
It's such an interesting movie in retrospect because the movie is not very good,
No.
but still the people still have that reverence for Chadwick Boseman. So anytime this movie was mentioned, like whether it was the song was sung or whatnot, people standing ovation.
Once again, what did this movie do to deserve the award that Black Panther did not?
It was also nominated for
That
Best Picture.
Endgame did not. That Infinity War did not. There have been so many scenes in Wakanda with basically the same outfits, except for Speedos and wings. Mm-hmm. And apparently that's what it takes to win.
Thank you. There's context there.
Speedos and wings
Yeah.
is what it takes to win this award, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that one. But that was the one where Zach kind of leapt ahead, even though
Okay.
I got a couple
Yeah,
of
it
my
seems
own.
like you've been killing it so far.
This is where Zach takes a turn.
Okay.
So to this point, I had 4 incorrect, and that stops. Now we have international feature film.
82% of the listeners said All Quiet on the Western Front. We all said All Quiet on the Western Front, and
we
it
did.
was EO, the one about the donkey. No, I'm
This-
kidding. It is All Quiet on the Western Front.
This category is always like, is there a foreign film nominated for Best Picture? It's winning this category.
Yeah.
Happened with Roma, happened with Parasite.
And generally speaking, it's the same thing with animated feature. It's like, oh, did Disney make a big picture this year?
Yeah.
Then they're going to win. Or will they?
They do not do that anymore. Okay, film
okay,
editing. Film
Big
editing.
donut.
Film editing, Zach and I said Everything Everywhere All at Once. Kent went with Top Gun Maverick.
Why?
Because I'm right.
Oh, because they had all that footage that they.
It was just so crisp. I actually think the editing it can get a little sloppy on Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Editing is
I
a
agree.
character in that movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is its own character. I think
60
that is half the appeal of that movie.
61% went with Everything All Over at Once, and Zach and I got that one right because it was Everything Everywhere All at Once for film editing. It should have been Top Gun.
Every
You
category
think everything
should
should have been Top Gun?
Yeah,
Animated feature film. Is that going to be Top Gun? Kent? All right, Zach.
Top
Avatar.
Gun will be movie of the year when in 10 years.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Animated feature film.
We all said Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio.
Begrudgingly,
As did
I do really like it.
70% of the listener agreed with us.
What would you want to have
Puss
said?
in Boots.
The last
Deserve the win.
It's
Well,
so good.
And we were all...
it wasn't as novel.
We were all
as
right.
That Pinocchio.
by the way,
version,
shout out
but-
to the one person who said Marcel the Cell with shoes on. You're so cute. I don't know who it is, but I got one vote here for Marcel the Shell with shoes on, winning Best Picture or Best Animated Feature.
How about cinematography?
We all three said All Quiet on the Western Front, and as did 79% of the listener, and we were all right. So go us. We got it right. We figured it out that they like the long still shots of a tree.
like a gray battlefield.
Yeah.
How about music original song? A category that is featured heavily throughout the broadcast and that they have performances of each song throughout.
So did Joel? Did you watch these after the fact?
I did watch Not To.
All of them were surprisingly good.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Applause from Tell It Like a Woman.
All of them. The one from Everything Everywhere was a little rough.
It was very rough.
Well, because it wasn't the singer. It was supposed to be Mitski,
Okay.
the Japanese singer, but she couldn't do it, so they did Stephanie
Stephanie
Sue.
Sue, yeah.
She did a way better job than
She
the
did.
other guy.
David Byrne was David Byrne.
So he's doing his own thing.
I appreciate
Marching
the guy.
to the beat of a different drum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing the head nod a lot. I actually thought Lady Gaga's stripped down performance was pretty
clarify.
touching. Yes.
Family friendly.
Stripped down can also mean dressed down. That's also not good.
She was wearing a t-shirt and ripped jeans.
and not much makeup.
And it was...
She made it more emotional than the movie actually does.
This movie means a lot to me. And it's like, hold on, time out. This isn't even the most popular song from this movie.
She wasn't actually scheduled to do the performance.
Oh, really?
Because she's filming Joker, Folie Adieu.
Folie
Folie
Adieu.
Adieu. I like to pronounce it as French as I can. But at the last minute, she said she performed the song.
Wow.
So
Okay.
that was her rushing in probably
It was
for a
a
makeup
good
trailer.
moment. Rihanna also had a good moment with a boring song. But man, Nachu Nachu was...
I mean, it was really good, especially how they were, bringing a diverse and accurate cast. Kidding. It was a lot of white people. It's very strange.
yeah, it was.
Well, that's the thing, though. In the movie, it is almost entirely Indian people, but they definitely had kind of a diverse...
It was like the dance crew in the back.
Yeah. They were all
Yeah.
different. And I was like, that's not how the movie is. How
Yeah.
dare you?
But it was such a fun performance.
Oh, that
though.
dance. Watching the dance in the movie, I was like,
this
how
is-
would they perform that live? That I watched and I'm like, dang, they did that good.
Even the suspenders thing.
The suspenderography is
when their hands are doing one thing and their
outstanding.
feet are doing something
Did
else.
you just invent that term?
It is amazing. Suspenderography.
That's a category next
the
year.
study of suspenders?
Suspenderography.
Hey, oh, yeah, by the
I
way.
hardly know her.
Not to one.
That doesn't get family friendly.
What do you say?
Nothing.
Family friendly in retrospect. I didn't even hear it. 76% agreed with us as well. So everyone liked Not to, and I still like it.
It's so good.
It slaps.
Although I played it so much in my house now that my daughter went, oh, you're not going to play Not to, are you?
You're over playing songs.
A little bit.
All right, we are speeding through this, but let's give the reverence needed for the big categories. First, actor in a leading role.
We all three said Brendan Fraser in The Whale, as did 73% of the listener.
I actually think in all the clips, it felt like I'm like, oh, he should win. Oh, he should win. Oh, he should win. Everyone here deserved the win. I think.
It was a good category this year,
Yeah.
I think.
But of course, it's
But of course, Brendan Fraser won.
Yes.
And he gave the speech we were all wanting him to give, which was this just heartfelt thank you. Basically, I've been away. Things have been rough. I'm so happy to be back. And so thank you for this.
Do you guys wonder, because this is probably his 14th award show he's had in the past 2.5 months. And he's won most of these Best Actor awards, and he's cried at almost every single one. Do you feel like you kind of get bored of it? You feel like you have to manufacture the emotions? Or do you think at the Oscars it's like finally?
All the Academy Award winners, I'm always like, they're actors. Are they acting?
I think that it ratchets up in intensity.
Okay.
And so I think this one is specifically,
this is a
maybe
culmination. This is the big one.
It
maybe
is.
the Golden Globes are a little bit.
You can
if
kind of
they're
be like, thank
emotional
you,
at
this is
that.
But
great.
he's not going to go to the Golden Globes.
No, of course
No,
not.
he's not.
He said beforehand.
If you
he would
don't know, he was horribly wronged by people who were involved with the Golden Globes.
Yes.
And it really did mess him up emotionally. And that's one of the reasons he left the spotlight for a long time. So when they nominated him, he was like, I'm not going to that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to that award show. I'm not giving them any credit.
Didn't work against him by not going. So
No. So, yeah, a good job, Brendan Fraser. He listens. And I was going to say, it really was, like I said, that was one of those grateful speeches when I went, man, this is when I started watching. And I'm like, he seems like a good guy, like genuinely appreciative of what his comeback is.
Yeah. Actually, there was sorry, this is now a tangent, but I think it was Pauly Shore and Sean Astin put out pictures from Encino Man.
It is a big night for the cast of Encino
And
Man.
and there's the still from the movie where it's Brendan Fraser and Kehu Kwan talking to each other, and it's like, hey, I'm a good luck charm for these guys. And I'm like, maybe Pauly Shore needs to come back.
He tried with one of the Pinocchios this year.
It's so bad.
It's really bad.
All right, actress in a leading role.
So, Kent and Zach, you said Michelle Yeoh, and I said Kate Blanchett.
And this is where I took the win.
And we had 85% saying Michelle Yeoh. I don't know what... This is one of those ones where my research led me astray because it was a clear prediction for Kate Blanchett.
Performance-wise, she did a better job.
You think so?
Yeah. But this is Michelle Yeoh's year. This is Everything Everywhere's year.
And
Kate Blanchett is amazing in this movie. She'll win in 2 or 3 years, and everyone will be like, yeah, that was a good role. But it wasn't Tar.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
As I was watching the show, though, as I was seeing the winners roll in, I think I messaged you guys, and I went, this isn't going to go my way.
Yeah, because this is where, I think this is the last one where you and Zach
This is the one where Zach and I, we were neck and neck.
The
and
last
this
one
was going
we
to do
were
it.
I'm so glad.
This
Okay.
is going to determine it because this is where we differed.
Now, I'd like to see who won for directing. However, I can't because I'm sitting behind this lady with a really tall dress.
Yeah, we should talk about that because it may end up being the episode image.
Yeah.
But there was, I didn't see it until later. I saw the pictures, but you guys explain what was going on.
Well, I text. So you're watching, and I think Jimmy Kimmel is doing one of his dumb jokes in the audience, and they kind of just pan over a little bit, and there's a woman wearing a huge, like, almost like it's a big swan dress.
What is her name? Is it Tema?
Was she just someone's date or guest
she's
or whatever?
she's the singer for, oh, shoot.
Oh, obviously,
one of the original songs.
She's living large, and she's wearing a dress that really was just like this big bouffant, and it probably went 3 feet over the back of her head. And there was a lady behind her that kept kind of looking from side to side because she couldn't see the stage.
Thames. Her name is Thames, and
Okay.
she co-wrote the Rihanna song.
There's probably people in the 2 rows behind this woman that couldn't see anything.
Oh, it was
and I was
obnoxiously
like,
big.
Zach, someone's got to meme that. Of course, everyone.
Of course they did.
Yes.
I know for a fact next year that everyone's going to get emails saying, hey, don't do that.
Yeah.
Because
that's really annoying.
It was really rude.
Yeah.
That is rude. It really is. It's like going to a movie theater wearing a big hat. It's like, no, tone it down. Everyone wants to see the show. Well, maybe they don't. But this is
best directing.
Yes. Zach, you and I said the Daniels, Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert. And then Kent,
I don't know what I was thinking.
Actually, went with the Fablemans.
I don't even really
and
like the
Steven
Fablemans
Spielberg.
all that much, but I was like, look, the movie probably won't win anything else. I'm going to give a pity win for Best Director.
He has enough awards.
But I was like, because he did do a very good job.
He got completely shut out.
He did.
Fableman's got nothing.
Yeah.
Fableman's overall is a bomb, but it's a very, very well made
It's a very
movie.
well made movie.
I need to watch it.
Yeah.
It's good.
But 76% of the listener also said Everything Everywhere at All at Once with the Daniels. And
The Best Director went to 2 people.
Yeah, it went to 2 people. And they really are. Were they the ones that said this is our second feature?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
They're music video directors.
Yeah,
And
but
you can tell.
They directed
were so-
Turn Down for What? Have you guys seen that music video?
Turned down for what?
It's the weirdest.
It is.
I actually like what they've said.
Don't watch it, kids.
Because I was a little bit tired of them at this point. I think everyone was. Because they were like, oh, should we say something else? By the way, the orchestra was really rude this night.
Were they?
Yeah, they cut off almost everyone.
I didn't know.
And there were a lot of people like, I want to thank my fam. And then they cut it off.
These guys got a lot of time, though.
They have said in the past week, we're glad that the Oscars are over. We never want to talk about our movie again. And I'm like, neither does anyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're going to have to because it's the best thing they're ever going to do. Okay.
Finally,
so.
we have Best Picture.
The nominees are... No, we all know what the nominees are because we all said Everything Everywhere All at Once, as did 73% of the listener, and it won.
And with that, according to a tweet I saw from IGN, Everything Everywhere All at Once became the most awarded movie ever. Not Academy Awards, but just generally speaking, the awards it received.
Crazy.
It
Really?
surpassed Return of the King as the most awarded
Whoa.
film ever.
Wow.
I like it less.
I actually don't like how they give this movie to like the producer, the financer.
Yep, every
because
time.
some guy gets up there and he's like, hey, you don't know me? but I'm going to get up here. And the guy misspoke, apparently. And he was like,
What did he say?
Everyone's crying behind him. It's the cast from Everything Everywhere. And he's up there and he's like, no person is as good as the prophet. Meaning Proifit, meaning the money. And he meant to say,
maybe he's a Latter-day Saint.
yeah, he meant to say prophets are not good as any single actor. But what he said is no single person is as good as the prophets.
That's the truth from his perspective.
Yeah, it really is.
You don't know producers, because they're the ones that usually get the award for Best Picture.
Yeah.
They're the ones who put the money up for it, and they do have some control over the movie as well, because they put the money into it. They're like the bosses, and then you have the director who's the manager.
Like Tom Cruise and J.J. Abrams produce Mission Impossible movies.
Right.
So they make those decisions.
Yes.
Yeah. So there you go. That's the winners. And I think kind of when Everything Everywhere All at Once won the Best Picture, everyone kind of went, all right, they were winning everything anyway.
It wasn't exciting like when Parasite won, and it was like, no way.
Or when La La Land won for a split second.
That was just idiocy.
But I was still very happy when it happened. And then when the win got taken out of the sales, I hated movies.
Well, even for me, Coda, because I was like, Power of the Dog.
Coda last year.
I'm like, Power of the Dog is the boring Western that everyone will vote for. Coda?
Oh.
I really like that movie.
That's the other moment I cried in. Troy Kotzer.
Yeah.
When he was up there.
That was a good
and
moment.
I saw him and I cannot watch Coda because I start crying.
I love that you are
about
crying.
Coda.
And you've never seen it.
I've never seen it and I won't. Because I get too emotional.
It doesn't make sense.
So, we've had our run back and forth of the winners. Although I've realized, I realized looking at the last couple years of Bacon Sale, I've never flat out won. Never.
What do you mean?
You've tied?
I've tied multiple times, but I've never flat out won.
Well, if you go with Vegas odds, you're going to tie with Zach every time.
But
then you go with the heart choice.
But here's
to
the other
kinda
funny
mix it up.
thing. Kent, you got 14 out of 23, right?
I got that much?
You're down 2 from last year.
That's fine. That sounds like a lot.
But you guessed correctly exactly the number of minutes the ceremony was going to be.
Oh, the tiebreaker.
3 hours and 40 minutes.
Does that make me the winner?
No, we don't include that.
Because that means I have 24 points out of 33.
No. I brought it down. That really was for
Guys,
visual things.
I'll be getting my free food. Thank you very much.
We actually don't even use the tiebreaker question if there's a clear winner, which there was this year.
Yeah.
I got 18 out of 23, which was the
Nicely
same
done.
exact score as I got last year.
And that's a ton.
And Zach, you got the same exact score you did last year with 19 out of 23, which means, Zach, you win a Golden Corral meal.
I need you to know, I went to a Chuckarama last week, and it was the happiest I've been in years.
That's not
Legitimately, are you being serious?
I'm looking forward to Golden Corral.
Like, were you actually happy about
I
it?
loved it.
It's been a while since I've gone to Chuckarama.
It was just a dose of nostalgia.
What do you start with at Chuckarama?
Save
Salad.
for our buffet show.
Salad.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I always start with salad, too.
Joel, are you teasing me with this?
We could totally do a buffet show.
Can we just do a buffet food challenge? All right.
Yes.
Well,
who's going to eat the most? You want to do that? At a
Oh,
buffet?
because you'll win.
I would
It's
like
free,
to.
It's food.
I did not redeem whatever I apparently won last year from using Vegas odds. I would like to redeem it this year as well. In addition, and I would like to have a +2 to Golden Corral and bring my 2 favorite buddies, you two.
But wait a minute. Last year
Wait.
you went date night.
I would like you guys to be my date.
But I thought it was already
Joel, don't argue with him. He's inviting us to food.
I would like the 3 of us.
What
to
are
go.
you doing, Joel? Here I'm like, oh, your wife will love going to Golden Corral with you, but I'm
She's
like, but
gonna listen.
I can go instead.
You should take
I
your
would
wife.
like to take the 2 of you to Golden Corral.
Why'd you sound like Christoph Waltz right there?
I am the author of your Golden Corral.
Anyway, Zach, congratulations. And now the
Thank
moment
you.
the moment you've all been waiting for, and one of you probably knows. We'll be releasing these scores as soon as this airs, by the way, so everyone will know their score at this point.
Raccoon.
But the winner, the listener winner of our official Oscar Bacon Cell ballot,
Here we go.
said backwards, but you'll get the point, is Jillian Reagan. Did I say that right?
Jillian!
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
She got the exact same score as Zach.
However,
But
Okay.
she guessed 207 minutes. Zach
Wow.
guessed 200 minutes.
200.
And the correct answer was 220 minutes. So she, which by the way, same exact time as last year's Oscars. 3 hours, 40 minutes for both ceremonies.
It's so funny how every host of the Oscars sits there and complains about how
Yes.
long the show takes
Yeah.
while making the show
show longer.
longer.
But congratulations, Jillian. You get a $50 gift certificate to your local movie theater. Or if you want to swap that out for a gift certificate to Golden Corral, a $50 gift certificate, we will swap that for you.
I'm sure she wants to.
Up to you.
Do it.
But there you go. There is our Oscar recap. We hope it was at least as entertaining as the whole entire 3 hour, 40 minute
Much
ceremony.
shorter.
Well, or even better. We're hoping for that too.
Yeah.
But let us know on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can share your scores if you want, but let us know your feelings on the Oscars if you watch them. And, we get it all the time, the comments of, I don't watch the Oscars or any movie they promote. We see it all the time, so get creative if you're going to try that.
There we go.
Mom, I won the Oscar challenge. Suspendorography.
Hey, by the way,
I hardly know her.